Another useful feature with the Adobe Bridge is the ability to batch rename files. Let's look at that option. So I'm going back into my bridge. I've got my source images here. And I'm going to select all the images by shift clicking, selecting all my images. And I'm going to go up. I'm going to go to tools, and choose the command batch rename. So I can use a preset. I can choose a destination folder, so I could batch rename them, keep the original names, and then make a copy of them and move them to, either move them to a new folder or copy them to a new folder or rename in the same folder. I'm going to, for instance, in this case, I'm going to rename them in the same folder. And then I can set up, I can set up a number of criteria. Let's say that the first file name element I want to be a name. So let's say landscapes. And then I'm going to click the plus button, add another criteria, and then I want to have a sequence number. And depending on how many images there are in the folder. So if it's hundreds, I can add 3 or 4 digits. I'll just add a sequence number starting with 1. And then I'll add another part to the file name, and I'll say I want to have the date and time. So it's going to give me month, day, year. So it's going to give me the name of the file, a sequential number, and then the month, day, year. So it shows me down here what the file name is going to look like. What's going to look like, it's going to be called landscapes. It's going to have a 3-digit number, and then it's going to give me month, day, year. It's going to take all the images. It's going to rename them. I think I will copy them to another folder just so you can see how this works. Let's go to documents. Let's make a new folder, and I'll call this test. And select a new folder called test. And so I'm moving them to the new folder and click rename. And now if I go to that new folder called test, the files have been renamed. Let's find that folder. And so here are the images inside the new folder with the new sequential batch renaming. And so lots of times we have lots of images. This can help with organizing and sorting. You're shooting hundreds or even thousands of images. And then when you look at the file name from your camera, it's just a sequence of numbers. And now what I have is a name, or I can have a sequential number, or a month, day, year attached to the image, and better sort and organize my images using the Adobe Bridge.